Welcome back to Hatches the Number. I'm Justin Kim, here with my co-host,
Thomas.
and we'll be breaking down each game this week. Let's get started. LA Rams against the San Francisco 49ers. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm getting the line at -5.5. A lot of the guys aren't playing. Purdy was ruled out today. Pearsall was ruled out today.
Juwan Jennings was
Yeah,
yeah.
Jennings ruled out today. So the Niners that are hurt keep getting more hurt. Give me the Rams. This thing, I just don't think on a road game, it's not really a road game, but I think give me the Rams minus the points. I think the Niners are just too injured right now, getting unlucky.
Yeah, I have the Rams spread and the Rams money line, which same thing, but like what you said, all three of the big keys are injured right now. George Kittle has been injured. Nick Bosa has been injured.
He's out
Injured.
for the year.
Yeah, he's out for the year, so like what you also said, it's away. It's prime time. It might be like a 10-point game, but 5.5 is too little in my opinion with too much injuries at this point. The next one is Minnesota Vikings against the Cleveland Browns. What is your opinion?
Yeah, I think this one's in London. Um,
Yeah, it's in London,
it's a
Tottenham Hotspur
little,
Stadium.
yeah, a little interesting. The Vikings, they stayed over in Europe. Obviously, they traveled from Ireland to London. The Jaguars did this last year, but they played both the games in London. So I think that's a little bit better of an advantage. They're playing the same city, same hotel, same practice facility, a little better. This one, you're traveling to a new country, maybe over time zone. Not really sure of the geography there. But uh, the Vikings have been over there for a week now. This Browns team, I'm not sold on. Yeah, they had that game against the Packers, but I think that's an outlier more than the norm. Give me the Vikings, even with a 3.5, even with Carson Wentz at quarterback.
Okay, so you said you don't know the time zone. I just searched it up. It's the same thing.
Okay,
So
same time zone.
yeah, I think
Okay.
it'll play good for the Vikings. I don't really know about the Browns. They don't look too good or too, yeah, they don't look too good. But for Minnesota Vikings, I think Carson Wentz as their, new backup QB, getting Jordan Addison back. I think this is a not much improved, but I think this is just an improved team with a better quarterback, just more comfortable for Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, I will say the one thing though, we saw the rookie bump last week in the Giants, right?
Yeah.
The Browns are getting the rookie bump with Dylan Gabriel. I'm not sure if it's the same bump you get, but both teams are relatively bad teams. Not teams you expect to be in the playoffs. So this could be a rookie bump game. The 3.5 line is pretty short there, so somebody might know something. But give me the Vikings. I like KOC in this one. But both are pretty good coaches.
Yeah, I agree. The next one is the Las Vegas Raiders against the Colts. Colts are favored by 6.5. What do you think?
Yeah, I like the Colts in this one. The Raiders have not looked great. They had a close game against the Bears. Bears been they've been looking good. We'll talk about them later, but I like the
Yeah.
Colts to bounce back. They were arguably 2 plays away from winning the game against the Rams, right?
hmm
I really like what Daniel Jones has been this year. Jonathan Taylor looks great. Yeah, give me the Colts by over a touchdown.
I also think a 6.5 will hit. I just like what it's called, how Daniel Jones is playing this year. Reminds me of Sam Darnold from last year.
Hmm.
I don't know. This team's kind of scary. You got Jonathan Taylor, a potential top five RB running back, in my opinion.
I think he's top five. I don't think there's a potential there.
Yeah, it's up there. Yeah. And the Las Vegas Raiders. I mean, Geno Smith does not look good at all. He got baited by Kevin Byard two times not in a row, but just two times in a dump throw. Yeah. So I got the Colts winning this one pretty easily, in my opinion, but not my luck. The next one's New York Giants against the New Orleans Saints. The line is that Saints is underdog by 1.5.
I got the Saints as the
I
favorites
mean,
by 1.5.
favorite, yeah,
Okay.
since they're negative minus. What do you think?
Yeah, give me the Saints on this one. I think the rookie
Jeez.
bump was in there last week for the Giants. I think the Saints get their first win of the year at home. Rattler hasn't looked great, but he hasn't looked terrible either. And um, this Giants team didn't look great. Like Jackson Dart, he props to him for getting the win and everything, but in
Yeah.
terms of like further stats and every like if you look dive deeper, this wasn't a great offensive showing from the Giants. And I think the Saints team, they have offensive pieces, right? They have Kamara, they have Olave, they have Shaheed, right? They have a good chunk of offense there. So I think if they can put some offense on there, I don't know. I'm not sold on Jackson Dart yet. I like him in the future, but this Giants schedule is hard, and I don't think they have a free win in the Saints. I mean, this is the game you look at and you go, okay, this is the game the Giants get the little easy game, and if they take it too lightly, I think the Saints get come away with the victory here.
Yeah. The Giants just ruled that Malik Neighbors out for the season.
Hmm.
That's just big for the Giants wide receiver core. However, I think the Giants will win this game. I just like Kevin Scatterby. I think, he's a rising star.
Hmm.
I also like Jackson Dart. Like, even though he didn't play that good last week, he just has that dog mentality. I don't know. Saints, like what you said, their QB is not bad or not good at, you know. But I have the Giants winning this one
Hmm.
and hitting the plus 1.5. The next one's Dallas Cowboys against the New York Jets. I'll go for first for this one. I like Dak Prescott a lot. Like he been playing good recently, but yeah, without CD Lamb, George Pickens stepped up last week. You know, they also got a steal for the free agent, Javonte Williams, which is very interesting. That I don't know, he been playing, or he played good in rookie year, and then he downgraded. Which yeah, but I have the Dallas Cowboy winning this one.
Yeah, I'm on the Cowboys as well. I'm taking my lock of the week. The Cowboys defense is atrocious. It's terrible. Everyone
Yeah.
knows it, but their offense is elite, right? I mean, even
Hmm.
though they don't have CeeDee Lamb last week, they put up 40 on the Packers, who were supposed to have a good defense, right? This
Yeah.
Jets team, I don't know. I mean, Fields running that rushing attack is legit, but in terms of the air attack, I mean it's very questionable. I'm a big Fields guy. I liked him at Ohio State. I liked him on the Bears, but just with the Jets, it seems like every big play, every productive play is on the ground for this team, right?
Yeah.
And I think against the Cowboys team, you're gonna need an air attack to keep up with their offense. I think this is not one of there's teams that I'm like, oh, they could upset the Cowboys, right? They could give Cowboys some fits, right? Russ put up 400 yards on them. I
Hmm.
don't think Fields is that type of mold. I think he's a guy where, they'll kind of creep up on you if you let, your offense is iffy, right? They'll
Hmm.
pound the rock, they'll control the time. Um, I think this is a game where the Cowboys kind of run away with it, especially offensively.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay, so the next one's Denver Broncos for the Denver Broncos against Philadelphia Eagles. You could go first for this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue to ride the Eagles until they show me otherwise. As much as I hate on Hurts, as much as I dislike whatever the way Hurts is kind of running the offense. It's effective, it works. And Saquon, I mean, this is a good Broncos defense, but this Eagles defense is no joke either. And um, I think I think the Broncos haven't faced a real test yet and like come away victorious, right? They played close games against the Colts and the Chargers, right? But they beat up on a Bengals team that doesn't have Joe Burrow, right?
Yeah.
Um, and I just think, yeah, the Eagles are just so much above the rest of the competition the Broncos have faced.
I don't know. Okay, so this is like one of the this is one of the thing I think Denver Broncos will pull this one off. I don't know. I think this is like the first real test for the Philadelphia Eagles. As much as I love both teams,
Hmm. Hmm.
I think Denver Broncos defense, just their D line is insane. I mean, Denver Broncos.
No, no, sorry. You said the Eagles' first real test.
Yeah, for on defense side. Yeah, yeah.
You don't think the Bucks were a test?
I mean, I think Broncos have a better defense. That's why I'm saying
Okay,
like a real test.
okay. But you said wait, so you're saying the Eagles' offense first real test for the Eagles on offense?
No, Denver Bronco defense against Philadelphia Eagles offense.
Right, so the first real test for which team?
For Eagles, oh yeah, Eagles offense, yeah.
I
I mean,
mean,
it could go both ways since I don't know.
I'm looking at the Eagles' schedule. I mean, I feel like they had a pretty good test in the Chiefs defense. I don't think the Chiefs defense is like,
I mean, okay, it's pretty good, but I don't know. I just have high expectation for the Broncos defense, so
but I mean, I'm going off the fact that, I mean, I'm not arguing that the Broncos defense is good. I'm saying the Eagles'
yeah.
first real test. I don't think this is the Eagles' first real test. I think they've been tested. I mean, unless if they had been tested, then I'm concerned for Hurts, but that's beyond the point.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
don't
the
know.
the one thing that's like okay is because the Eagles have played some pretty good defenses, not the Cowboys, but the Chiefs and the Bucks, um, and the Rams. I feel like all have
Yeah.
positive defenses.
Yeah, they
So
have positive defense,
yes, I
yeah.
don't know what you mean by their first real test. This Broncos defense
First
isn't
hard test. First hard
the
test.
Broncos defense isn't like that much above the rest, but continue.
I just think Bo Nix might shine this game, and J.K. Dobbins just looks hot. I think he'll be Broncos' first 1,000-yard rusher for a very long time. Yeah.
Didn't Philip Lindsay? I
I
mean,
mean, for a long time, though. Philip Lindsay's like long time ago, you know?
what's a long time to you? I mean,
I mean, like, it was more than 5 years now.
is that a long time to you?
Yeah, for a 1,000-yard rushing. Okay, whatever. We'll move on to the Miami Dolphins versus the Carolina Panthers. What is your take for this game?
I mean, hold on one second. I mean, Lindsay did it in 2019, so I'm not going to say a very long time. Like,
6 years. Okay,
yeah,
it's not
there's
very
there's
long,
there's
but
other teams like there's other teams that haven't have 1,000 yard rusher, but yeah, Dolphins they lost Tyreek Hill for the season. Um, this Panthers team is really inconsistent. Um, I mean, the line right now is the Dolphins plus 1.5, right?
yeah,
I'm not gonna call it an upset, but this is almost as close as an upset as I'm gonna get. I'm taking the Dolphins line here. I just think talent-wise, the Dolphins have better talent, even without Tyreek Hill. Um,
yeah.
and this Carolina Panthers team is so inconsistent that I don't know what kind of team I'm gonna get.
Yeah, I agree with the inconsistency from Carolina Panthers, but like Tyreek Hill is out for the season, right? Yeah,
Hmm.
but Miami Dolphins still have great like, or not great, but like a good wide receiver, Jalen Waddle, and they have a good running back, David Achane. So I don't know. I think it might be interesting, but I have Miami Dolphins winning this one. Yeah. Okay, so the next one's Houston Texans versus the Baltimore Ravens. This is a very interesting one for the Ravens with a bunch of injuries. What do you think?
Yeah, I got the Texans in this one, just purely based off the fact that Lamar's out for this game. Um, I don't know who the Ravens' backup is, but it's not Shadur, and
Cooper,
yeah,
it's
Cooper
Cooper,
Rush,
Cooper
and
Rush. Yeah,
I don't think Cooper Rush poses much of a threat. I mean, I don't know. I just think
you
I
still have
like
Derek. You still have Derrick Henry though.
they do, but when you can focus on Derrick Henry, I just think it's easier to stop this Ravens offense, right?
Yeah,
Um, the pass catchers are cool, right? Zay Flowers is a good player.
yeah,
Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely, they have some pass catchers, but they're not as scary as when Lamar's kind of making his moves, right? I think Lamar's ability to
Yeah,
scramble kind of opens it
yeah.
up for them, and Cooper Rush isn't that guy, so I think this Texans defense is pretty good too. So I'm gonna give the Texans the plus 3.5, my upset of the week. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm rolling on with the Texans right now, but I'm gonna have to see like with their defense, like bunch of guys like Roquan. Kyle Van Noy, right? Like
Hmm.
just bunch of Ravens player are questionable right now. If they don't play, I think the Houston Texans win this one. But if they do play, I think their defense will show out this game. And I think Derrick Henry might have a game, just having more weight on his shoulder, you know.
Hmm.
And yeah, I don't know. As of right now, if the starters, I mean not starters, but if like there's a bunch of injuries on the defense side, I have Houston Texans winning. So I'll rock on with the Houston Texans for now, but it might change. The next one's Tennessee Titans against the Arizona Cardinals. What is your take for this game?
Yeah, give me the Cardinals to bounce back. 7.5 is a lot, but I'll take it. I think this Texans team or this Titans team, looked rough last week, and I don't know. I feel like I trust the Cardinals to bounce back, especially in a tough loss where they start getting stuff clicking. Um, yeah, give me the Cardinals.
Yeah, I have the Cardinals winning this one and doing the minus 7.5. The Titans, Cam Ward's like we said it before. Cam Ward said they're very bad during an interview. He looks tired of this team already. And Cardinals, they figured out their like or Marvin Harrison especially figured out late in the second half. He I don't know. This might be a good game for him. I have the Cardinals winning this one though.
Mm.
The next one's Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Seattle Seahawks. What is your take for this one?
Yeah, this is my game of the week. This was my uniform game of the week because I really like the uniform matchup in this game. It's one of the best I think ever. You got two throwback jerseys, the creamsicles. You got the Seahawks and their throwbacks, right? Um,
Hmm.
give me that. I think the Seahawks, the 3.5, I'll take it just because I think Mike Evans is out. And I trust. I like this what the Seahawks are doing right now, as much as it being a homer, but I like how they're playing, how their defense is playing. Their defense has been really good. The Bucks, I think, are reliant on their offense. Their defense is
Yeah.
good too, but I think they're relying on their offense to thrive, on Baker to thrive. And I think the Seahawks squeak it out. 3.5 is tight. I mean, I feel like it's a lot of points for how good of a matchup this is. I'm gonna
Yeah.
roll with it just because of how the game's played out so far. I don't think there's been many 1 or 2 point games, right?
Hmm.
I think
Yeah.
a late second field goal might beat me here, but I'm gonna roll with the Seahawks.
For money line, I also agree. I have the Seattle Seahawks winning this one. Bucky Irving is out for this game, which means that Rasheed White is gonna, be the RB1 for this game. But
Hmm.
I like Seattle's defense, to be honest. I think they're young, right?
The defense is relatively young, yeah.
Yeah, the defense is young. I don't know. There's only one negative point on this defense, which is Reek. But I think the defense just shows out in this game. It will be close, but not close enough to be minus or plus 3.5 for the Bucks. I have the Seahawks winning this one, and Seahawks doing the minus 3.5. It's like I also just like the what is called Seahawks offense more. I think yeah, since Bucky is out. The next one's Detroit Lions against Cincinnati Bengals. What is your take?
Yeah, give me the Lions. I think this Bengals defense, the Bengals offense is
Yeah.
is really rough.
Yeah.
Um, their defense hasn't been much better. And this Lions team rolled past the Browns. I think they rolled past the Bengals as well.
I also agree. I think Detroit Lions will be able to handle it easily against the Bengals. Their Bengals offense line is just not good at all. Where it was shown in Monday Night Football. And I don't to be honest, I don't know if Jake Browning is like good or not since the O-line is just selling them. But I have the Detroit Lions winning this one as well. The next one's Washington Commanders against LA Chargers. What is your take?
Yeah, do we have any update on Jane Daniels?
Jaden Daniels a full goal from what I'm hearing. And
Okay,
and Terry McLaurin is looking like he'll go, but we don't know yet.
okay. Even with that, give me the Chargers. Just purely based off of like, I don't know. I mean, he might be fully healthy. Both of them might be fully healthy. But I like this Chargers defense, right? And this offense is finding guys where, where you don't expect it. Twin Johnston and Martin Hampton's kind of broken out.
Yeah.
I think they bounce back from that tough loss. I think they get it done.
I have Commanders winning this one. They're off. I mean, from what I heard, Jaden Daniels playing and what is it called Terry McLaurin will be playing. If that's the case, I have the Commanders winning. But if Jaden is out,
Hmm.
I'm probably rolling with the Chargers. I just like the Commanders offense a little. I don't know. I think it'll be close, but I just trust the Commanders a little bit more, in my opinion.
Hmm.
Yeah. New England Patriots against the Buffalo Bills. What is your take for this game?
Yeah, I like the Bills to win this game, but I think 7.5 is a lot, especially with a rivalry game, right?
Hmm.
This Patriots team against another inconsistent team, but their high has been really high, right? Drake May's
Yeah,
looked great at times, and then he's looked like,
very bad at times.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna roll with the 7.5 because of the hooks on the other side, right? I think if this was 6.5, I might have rolled with the Bills, but with the hook, I think I like getting that extra hook there. So give me the Patriots 7.5, but I think to cover, I think the Bills win this.
Minus 7.5. Um, okay, I think Patriots will show out this game, but I don't think it'll be enough to beat the Bills. Stephon Diggs, he's or he's getting better. He's looking more comfortable with Drake May. And Buffalo Bills is just looking good this year. Just a breakout star, James Cook. I don't know, but I have the Buffalo Bills winning this one. Yeah. The next one's Kansas City Chiefs versus Jacksonville Jaguars. What is your take for this game?
Yeah, give me the Chiefs. Chiefs are starting to click. I think the Jaguars they proved me wrong last week, right?
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
I'm gonna continue to fade them. I like the Chiefs in this one. I like what Mahomes has been doing so far. They went into Baltimore, or I guess it might have been Arrowhead.
Yeah, it was at Arrowhead, I
Yeah,
think.
they took on Baltimore, came out the victory. I don't think Jacksonville's as big of a threat. Give me the Chiefs.
Okay, so I'm riding with the Jacksonville Jaguars again. I know you're not riding with them yet, but I just think this Jaguars team, I mean, okay, I didn't expect their defense to be good, but I'm just riding their defense this week, kind of. And if they found out their like passing rhythm, I think this team could be scary.
Mhm.
Yeah, even though it's KC, I just think the Jaguars will be winning this one.
All right. For housekeeping, what's your lock and what's your upset?
My upset, I'll go with uh most upset. It's just Jaguars against KC. I'll go with Jaguars again.
Okay, not the Broncos.
No.
Okay. What's your lock
My lock of the week is Buffalo Bills against the New England Patriots.
with the 7.5 line?
Oh, are we doing by line?
Yeah, the lock's with the line.
Interesting. Okay, hold up. Do you have one by any chance right now?
Yeah, my lock was the
Oh,
what did I
Seahawks.
go? No, it was Cowboys over Jets.
Oh, I was about to do that one. Okay. Yeah, let's ride with the 49ers, just the minus 5.5 for the Rams.
Okay, so early little lock of the week. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what was your game of the week again?
Game of the week, I think uh are we assuming injuries or no? Because I think it'll be Commanders Chargers for this week if they're all healthy.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, it's just gonna be like, what do you think? What's the game you kind of want to tune into? What's the game you're really watching? I don't really know if like injuries play a role in that, but
Commanders Chargers will just be slinging in,
mm,
QJ,
hmm.
Terry, Debo. I don't know. It'll be fun. Or from a passing wide. Yeah. Okay, so let's get into first month awards.
Wait, don't we want to do the our hot takes?
Oh yeah, we could go with hot takes first. Yeah. Do you have one?
Yeah, I think. I mean, kind of rolling with the rookies, right? I think Dylan Gabriel um lights up the
Lights
scoreboard.
up.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think he lights up the scoreboard. Okay.
okay.
More for stats than points. Okay.
Okay.
I think he
Yeah,
gets
stat
picked
wise.
picked picked one time, right?
Okay, yeah.
I think Dylan Gabriel goes over 75% passing. Okay.
Over 75. Interesting. Just bunch of checkdowns, like 30.
Over 75. Okay. Hold on. I think
Okay.
he I think he goes 300 yards,
Dude, that's OD. Yeah, that's not
and then I think he gets 3 touchdowns, but they lose.
three touchdown. Whoa.
Hmm.
Okay, okay. I'll roll with the money line and a player this week again. I got Jaguars winning and Travis Hunter to get 50 is not that much, right?
I think that can't be a bold prediction. I mean,
75, 75, 75, 75.
that's also
That's
very
that's bold.
put
Like
100, go 100. I mean, have it be a real breakout game.
I mean, I want to put something on defense too, you know.
Okay, continue then. Continue. Finish it out and then we'll go.
Okay, Travis Hunter touchdown. Okay. Jaguars money line. Okay.
Hmm.
Travis Hunter 75 yard and
Okay.
five tackles.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give that to you.
Yep. Just a
Okay.
Travis Hunter, showdown game
Hmm.
this week
Yeah.
against one of the best. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. So we'll be doing the monthly awards now.
The first
The
month
first,
awards.
yeah, first month award.
Hmm.
Yeah. Who do you think deserves MVP for this month?
Well, I kind of treated it as like if the season ended today, who I give the
Yeah.
MVP to, right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think in terms of like who should be the MVP, like up to date,
Hmm.
right? I think, you can debate that Daniel Jones would be like the like one of the guys, right? You can
He'll be
kind
up
of
there.
yeah, you consider like a bunch of different guys. Like Herbert is a guy who I was considering, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I treat it as if the
Sure.
season ended today, who not like who was the MVP of the first month, but if the season ended today, who I would give the MVP to.
Yeah.
Um, and I went with Josh Allen. I just think
Yeah.
what he's done this first month, going 4-0, right? Putting up the stats that he has, right? Leading his team. It's not like they had any easy games per se, right?
Hmm.
Um, I think I think Josh Allen, he's proved to be the MVP, like if the season ended today.
Yeah. I also had Josh Allen. I'm looking at his stats right now, Week one against Baltimore Ravens. Potentially one of the best games this year.
Hmm.
He was under 100 at some point, right? At third quarter,
I don't
right?
remember exactly like what the numbers
It
were.
was bad though, but he lit up the Ravens defense, which shows he's capable. And he's just putting good numbers. He's also 4-0, like what you also said. And his touchdown to interception ratio is pretty good, which is 7-1. And yeah, I have Josh Allen also winning this year or this month if it ended this month. Yeah. The first one, I mean the next one's offense player of the month. Who do you think deserves it?
Yeah, I think if the season ended today, the offensive player of the year, I would give it to Puka. I mean, I consider Jonathan Taylor, but I just think, I mean, Bijan too, like Bijan leading his team in receiving and rushing, but Puka's on pace for 2,000 yards, and this is something like we haven't seen before. Like
Eh,
Stafford might be, if you want to reach those records, I think Stafford's your quarterback, the gunslinger, but I think this one's an obvious one too. I give it to Puka.
Yeah, I also gave it to Puka. Puka is just looking very good. He
Hmm.
he only played 4 games, but already has 503 yards, which is insane. I don't know, the touchdown's not there, but just the receiving and the yard is pretty insane.
Hmm.
And he basically had all of them was basically for 100 yard, which is insane as well. He
Hmm.
just missed the week two to the Titans by 9 yard, but yeah, he's just looking insane right now. The next one is Defense Player of the Month. Who do you have it as right now?
Yeah, this one was close for me, but I gave it to Miles Garrett.
Mm,
I think this one, I think it came down to three guys. It came down to Miles Garrett, it came down to Micah Parsons, it came down to Aiden Hutchinson.
yeah,
But I think Miles Garrett has the most sacks among those guys. I think Aiden Hutchinson might have more pressures. But I gave it to Miles Garrett. He's on a defense that really has been amazing, right? As bad as the
mhm,
offense has been for the Browns, this defense has been elite. You've seen the clips of him, like kind of he beat the guy on the Packers, and then the Packers, offensive lineman, I forget his name, but he went, run Jordan. So I think that's just like how feared he is, and he does more on the run as well. Like he's been a run stopper.
yeah.
So yeah, that's what it gave me. That's what put Miles Garrett over the edge for me.
Interesting. You said you had Aiden Hutchinson in one of or the top three list. I
Hmm.
have Aiden Hutchinson winning this one. You know, he had a serious injury last year. I was thinking about giving Aiden Hutchinson the comeback player of the month,
Hmm.
but I have it as, defense player of the month.
Hmm.
He, I don't know. He's like up there for sacks right now. and he just gets pressure consistently, which he's insane. Yeah. The next one is coach of the month. Who do you have it as? I'm pretty sure we all have the same, but we'll see.
Yeah, this one I wanted to give it to Liam Cohen, right?
Yeah.
I mean he's shown me something that I didn't think I'd see, but given what the Colts have done, I give it to Shane Steichen. I just think he revitalized this Colts team. Last year there was rumors like players were skipping practice, right? Players were late to practice, players were
Yeah.
not taking it seriously, and now it looks like this Colts team is legit.
Serious, yeah.
Yeah, so I gave it to Shane Steichen. Like you said, I think we're gonna have the same guy.
Yeah, I also have him this year. Their offense is looking way much better. I didn't expect this. We all didn't expect this, in fact. And yeah, they should be 4-0 right now if, they didn't have a stupid mistake against the Rams. But
Hmm.
it's what it is. They're 3-1. And yeah, I've been winning. The next one is offense player of the month. Who do you have winning this one?
What?
I mean, offense rookie of the month. I
Oh,
meant. My
okay.
bad. My bad. Yeah.
Um, this one is another one where I think we have the same guy. With the Bucks team that has a lot of injuries, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of expectations that like, oh, this team's not gonna, come out to as great of a start, right? With Godwin getting starting off hurt, McMillan starting off hurt, right? Those are two big guys
Yeah.
last year. And then for
Yeah.
Mike Evans to get hurt, right? It's like, damn, if you told me before the season that like the Bucks we're gonna miss Mike Evans for a game, and Godwin's not gonna start the first three games, right? And McMillan's not gonna start the first three games. I would have been like, damn. So either the rushing attack's been great, or this passing attack just not there. But
Yeah.
Emeka Egbuka slid into that slot role perfectly. He's been amazing this year. He's been Baker's, go-to guy in a sense. Um, some other guys I considered were Hampton
Hampton,
and
yeah.
Genty, but I think Emeka's the guy that you gotta give it to.
Yeah. We were all probably like, why would they draft in Mecca when they have, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, and Jalen McMillan? This is the reason why. He, I don't know, he's just playing very good right now. And this Bucks, I mean, yeah, he's like the wide receiver. He's playing like wide receiver one role, right?
I mean, he's their main slot guy, but he's been Baker's go-to target.
Yeah. That's why I also have him winning. The next one is defense rookie of the month. Yeah,
Mhm.
rookie. Who do you have winning for this one?
Yeah, this one I think was pretty obvious. It's Abdul Carter. I mean, the way he's been disrupting the games, the way that like he's been getting pressure. Um, I think in terms of like defense, there's not been like another guy that's really showed out. I think Abdul Carter, like up to the first month of the season, he's been the guy who stood out as the most NFL ready, the most physical, the most right. Like his name's out there the most. So yeah, I think Abdul Carter is pretty much a lock for me in this spot.
Okay, I don't know about luck. I have Jahad Campbell winning this one. I don't know. This man, Jahad Campbell, he was injured like start when we drafted him, when the Eagles drafted him, I mean. But he's just a difference maker in this team, Week one, we didn't start with him. Defense was just looking bad. But when we put him in, huh?
I mean, I don't know how you can give a guy who didn't start week one the defensive rookie of the month. I mean, it's just my opinion, but
It was just like a half. But I don't know. He just changed the whole defense Eagles around in my opinion. And yeah, he's just a bowler. Comeback player of the month, who do you have for this one?
I gave this one to Aiden Hutchinson. Yeah, Christian McCaffrey also came back from injury and whatnot, but I think Aiden Hutchinson's comeback really was like I kind of took into account like what they came back from, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
McCaffrey had serious condition, but I think for him it was more like precaution, right? He's getting older. You didn't want to like push it, especially in a season that was looking like it wasn't going to result in playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Well, Aiden Hutchinson, like he was on the one seed team, Lions, and like there was no reason for him to sit out. So like when he broke his leg, it was a big hit to that Lions team, and like this Lions team is back now. So I gave it to Aiden Hutchinson, but I can see why CMC is the other option.
Yeah, I have your other option winning this one because I got Aiden Hutchinson winning the the defense,
Mhm.
so gotta give it to CMC after having a bad injury last year. Yeah, do you have any final thing to say?
Um, no, not really, other than the fact that like I'm looking at Jihad Campbell just because like I'm interested in to see like what like his case is.
Yeah,
Um, I'm not seeing him on like the tackles list. Is it just because he's not eligible?
I don't even know.
Yeah, I mean I'm seeing Schlesinger from the Browns on here. I'm seeing Bond from the Eagles, right?
He is the second one.
Um, I don't know, maybe he's just not eligible. That's why he's not on this list right now. But oh he okay, here he is. Yeah, 22 tackles in the season. Um, but either way, I think I still think Abdul Carter's the lock.
I don't know. I think it'll be close, but Jahal
Well,
Campbell.
I think in the end, it's like if we're forecasting for the rest of the season, I think yeah, it could be close. But I just think for the first month of the season, I don't know what your case is for Jihad Campbell over Abdul Carter here.
I see.
I mean, do you want to argue for it? Like, what do you think? What do you think the case is?
I don't know. He just makes the defense look a lot better in my opinion. That's why.
Do you think do you think the Giants defense doesn't look better with Abdul Carter?
I mean, I'll look. I don't know. I have Abdul Carter as number two if I had like top three list though. But
Okay.
is that the final thing you wanna
Yeah, that's I mean
approach?
that's all I got for the week. Not that great of a slate for football wise.
Yeah, with
Much
bunch of early buys.
yeah, and like it's much some weaker games, right?
Yeah.
There's not like that high not intensity, it's like that high profile matchup we got. All the primetime games aren't necessarily like
Oh yeah, the prime times, the Patriots, Bills, Jaguars.
yeah. I mean you can argue
You
Jaguars Chiefs is a pretty good game,
yeah, that's like the best game
but
prime
there's
time
no like
wise.
high profile matchups like we got like last week, the weeks before that.
You think the Seahawks game might be moved into Sunday night?
Well, I don't
Or
think they can move it this late. Like we're what, 3 days away, 4 days away from the
yeah.
games.
Yeah,
How do
I mean,
you
I
can't flex it?
wasn't there like rumored that it was gonna change?
That was because of like I think it was the Mariners playoff stuff. I don't think that was gonna be flexed to prime time. I think it was just gonna be like half an hour later or like a little bit earlier, something like that.
Interesting. So not to flex. Okay. Yeah. That was it. We'll come back next week for the for the thing. And yeah. Thank you.
Peace.
Peace.